Alright, so in today's video I want to show you guys something pretty interesting, and that is two products built by two different companies, very different companies, that are exactly the same. So let me actually zoom out for this bit. And we're talking about the Audio 30 cassette player, car cassette player for Mercedes, better said. And one is built, the black one is built by Alpine, and I think it's assembled in Japan. Alpine had factories in Hungary and France where they built similar radios, but this one is built in Japan, and this is built by Becker in very much Germany. And yeah, I don't know, like Mercedes needed so many of these, I think, that they just got two companies to build them. And it's a cool example, right? You write up the specification and you can get pretty much the same result. I'm going to power these up in a bit. They are different, right? You can definitely notice them if you really know what to look out for, but this feels more substantial, so Becker in this case. Both of them have the same type of rubber membrane buttons. Becker's are less frictiony, let's say. Although it might be down to these exact units as well. And the displays are also right. Becker's is a bit wider. Alpine's is a bit yellower. So yeah, let's quickly power them up, although that's not going to be terribly interesting. So what do we have? 21252. And this is one of the very few radios Mercedes has that actually shows you the volume. The rest just do not show it, and I must say that I do agree with that approach. The tape mechanism is, right, the door mechanism requires human input to be closed. I actually got this tape from here. All right. Nothing terribly spectacular. All right, let's check the other one out. This is actually slower, I have to say. Right, so they are using a slower CPU. Very interesting. Let's check the tape. All right, let's open them up right quick. And also, when opening them up, a key difference can be seen, right? I have worked on quite a bit of these radios, quite a few of them, and Becker and in general the Germans, right? That also includes Bosch. I had some radios from them. Avoid fasteners, which I think I agree with, right? I think it's a good idea. There's really no reason to use two screws for something that can be just press fitted in. There's not going to be any lateral forces on this that could ever open it up. Plus, it's a very tight friction fit. So let's open this up. And yeah, this is basically how it looks. Has my Bluetooth mod in here. And yeah, let's open up the Alpine one. And also Alpine uses three types of screws. These are the coarse type, which are usually used for the case, and they use finer screws for stuff like holding in the CD player, and different screws for the motherboard. So whereas Becker and the Germans usually use the same kind of, yeah, I've seen them more often than not stick to T8 Torx, and same screw type throughout. And also the Germans do like to use Torx, whereas Japan seems to love Phillips quite a lot. And this is also press fitted in. So as for the mechanism, I think they're using the exact same mech. Although, yeah, I mean, come on. 7.5S looks rather similar. And yeah, so this is actually built around the platform Becker has, which can be seen in other models. This is a bit more fancier one with 2 amp chips. This one just uses 1. So they have this type of deal going on, whereas Alpine loves this approach. And you can see, right, the same backplane is used for these. I actually do have another video talking about this, right, with the 2 holes lining up for the adjustment pots. Although they're not exactly identical. But it is very stupid to have these holes in this particular radio because the laser actually rides around here. So you get a lot of dust ingress on this particular metal piece and on the laser. So I do have a lot of these that do not work if they've been left with without a CD for a long time. Anyway, so yeah, that's been it. Yeah, very interesting. Not often do you see the same product built in completely different ways by completely different companies. So yeah, if you know of any other examples, do leave them down in the comments because I would be very curious to hear. And otherwise, have a good one.